Yeah.
7,000 square feet.
Yeah.
That's a lot of house.
Maybe it would get 3.5.
Jesus
if
Christ.
it's on a golf course. I just sold 6,500 for $2.2 million. It was on an acre and a third. It had Camelback Mountain views, but it wasn't up the mountain or anything.
All right.
It was a really nice house.
That was a nice way of showing how big your dick was at the end of the show.
You like that?
It was a good job.
I got a $4.7 million listing in Tucson, the most expensive house ever in Tucson. Fortunately,
it's the city of Tucson at 4.7.
Yeah, well, this is actually on that private airport that they had to build a base on. Yeah, it's up in Marana.
So, nobody listening to this show is going to be able to afford that thing anyway.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
I'm going to take a wild guess that the average income of the people who listen to this show are $36,000.
Nah, I think you're wrong.
What's minimum wage? You're right. It's probably $24,000.
No, I think you're wrong. You're going in the wrong direction. I think you underestimate the ambition of our listeners.
I think I'm overestimating it.
No.
I proved the theory out that there aren't smart, hot women listening to this show.
There are smart, hot women listening to the show. It's just it's Friday night. They're due on the main stage. What?
Right. Strippers don't get sober?
Yes, they do.
Strippers never get sober.
I'm sponsoring 3 of them. What are you talking about?
Oh, God help us. It's a terrible show.
Somebody else will.
Does somebody? I mean, honestly, do people listen to this show for recovery purposes, or is this just an excuse for us not to go to a meeting?
No, I'm going to a meeting later.
Are you?
Yeah.
You gonna eat French toast in the middle of the night?
Come on, everybody in Scottsdale figured out that that's code for something else.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I just got to quit dating unhappy women in relationships.
So, are you gonna start saying anybody want to go for pancakes at 2 a.m?
No, because I'm dating someone that's not living with somebody else.
Really? You're actually trying to say that you're in a viable, healthy relationship at the moment?
Where I wouldn't say it's healthy, but I mean...
Singular. Non-cheating, non-looking.
Yeah, correct.
Beholden to one and one person only.
Very content.
Holy shit on a stick.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll fuck
it's
it up.
Pretty fucking unbelievable.
You know.
Miracles happen. Keep coming back.
Like I say, it's time for a CODA meeting. Get a nice clean.
No shit, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. I'm in such shock. Go to Black and White Recovery and tune in, because I guarantee, based on our infrequency of doing shows, this relationship isn't going to last, which is going to make a fantastic show when this blows
last,
up.
Unless I go broke. What?
That's what she said.
I'm just kidding.
I am not the guy to give advice on that. And for any of you wondering, yes, you can go find me on Facebook and then go find my fiance and then go look at the thing sitting on her finger. I'm not saying it's driven by money. I'm just saying that money makes me look way more attractive.
She's got a car on her finger?
Pretty close.
You said driven.
True. That'll do it for this week.
Yes, it will.
I'm sure we managed to ruin lots of sobriety and probably get ourselves into lots of trouble with lots of people, which is generally the point of the show. The point of the show is sponsorship, and really, if your takeaway, this is what I like to do on a webinar, takeaway, because you invested 49 minutes. Your takeaway, get a resume, check references, look at what he or she is dating.
Here's the whole problem.
Yeah.
As I
check
see
FICO.
it.
Check FICO.
We're supposed to be non-judgmental.
We are way judgmental.
But we're supposed to stick with the winners.
Right. Just ask for a FICO score. All I'm saying is include a FICO score.
No, because that's...
Really?
Bad weekend in Vegas can ruin that.
At least a healthy person would know how to lie about it correctly.
Well, if you're asking for it, how can you lie about it?
If somebody asked me my FICO, I'd give them because you know the truth about the numbers. I would still say 720.
Oh no, I'd lie.
Really?
Well, I sell
you'd say 880.
Repair.
By the way, you would
repair.
You'd say 880. Yeah, I know. You would say 880.
I wouldn't say 880. I would say 7.
Oh, I got the 888. I've got it all, kids. I'm 8 over the legal limit. I got a 927. Really? Way back in old time, eh? Back when we had 900 FICO scores, I was the first one to have them. I've got a 1580.
And how about the 700s at Credit Karma? It's really a 542.
Right. 720, kids. That's the number you're looking for. Anybody who says 720 at least has a
zero interest, no money.
Right. 720 means you're not on the radar, okay? But you can have whatever you want. Or if you're like our household, they just send you colors of credit cards you don't understand made out of metal. Why are credit cards made out of metal now? What the hell is that all about?
Well, so you can chop up lines.
I guess.
Why else would it be?
I have no idea. The last couple of cards came in with, they were metal. I don't even know what that was about. Oh well. That'll do it for this week. We're glad that we could share our experience, strength, and hope with you. And we hope that you stay sober as long as this show stays on the air. At least. And if you are a follower of the show, all you have to do is type in Black and White Recovery, and you can follow this show on iTunes, iHeartRadio, wherever your fine podcasts are sold.
Was it black and white recovery? Or just black white?
All right, I'll look it up since I have a computer up. It's black and the word and white recovery.com will take you to iHeartRadio.
Okay.
Can't beat that.
All right, but on Facebook it's just black white recovery.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have a page on. We don't have a Facebook page. You were in charge of that. Or did I create one and we never used it?
No, yeah, you created that.
Okay.
I've got 15 Facebook pages.
Okay.
They locked me out last night. I added too many friends on my new page too fast.
Did you?
Well, I'm not giving them the $5 a day to boost it. I asked the broken video series.
That's not very good. Yeah, if you type in Black White Recovery, it'll ask you to log in with your Facebook. And then when you, all you do, when you're on the page right there, you can listen to any episode. And you can actually just click and the follow button right on the middle of the page. And you will be notified of new episodes. Just as simple as that.
And let's talk about our other shows. What other shows?
Perfect Blue Studio shows. You can type in Perfect Blue Studios.
Hey, my name
actually,
is
I've never tried that.
I've got a super cool gift for you that I
Blue
want to give you
Studios.
today. It's
I
called
typed in something else.
Perfect Webinar.
Who is this nitwit? It just came up. Perfect Blue Studios. Studio. Perfect Blue Studio.com. What do we have for them? It will load it up. There it is. Perfect Blue Studio. Over 50,000 plays and 20,000 downloads and 9 followers. And that's only on this platform. This is the main platform page. If you click on the show button, there's Black and White Recovery. There is Challenge the Narrative, if you like conspiracy theories. And it's pretty far out there stuff. It's out there, dude. It's out there.
I like that. I drove under chemtrails today.
We've been on releasing memos for 3 weeks. I'm over memo talk.
What do you think's going to happen with this Olympics? Everyone's making such a big deal about.
Oh God, I could only hope the North Koreans drop a bomb on it. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
There is, of course, Fight Net Radio, the granddaddy of all the shows, and the only reason I'm still podcasting. My broadcast radio show that turned into a podcast is still out there for everybody's enjoyment to listen to. I still haven't done anything with Las Vegas Review. That was a smart idea to get my Vegas trips for free that I never carried through with. And it's got 23 plays on 0 episodes. So go explain that. Wow. And, of course, my show, The Honish Report, if you want to follow anything regarding real estate. That's a pretty big portfolio. You should do a
Yeah,
music show.
you-
You need to start producing.
I do. Well, I have the Mr. Blue Show on Facebook.
Well, why don't you give me a copy of it and I'll add it to the family of Perfect Blue Studio shows?
I don't. And maybe I will. I don't think I've done an episode lately.
And then I can tack on yet another
But I have
commercial
the new-
for
I have the new
LasVegasDiscount.net.
Ask Your Broker's a good one.
Ask Your
That
Broker's
one
great.
today. Yeah, Ask Your Broker.
Yeah, but those aren't long enough. You realize you actually have to do a show that's like this long.
Well, eventually I'm going to have other agents come in and we're going to talk about stuff. But
That's
today
what
I-
everybody says about doing a podcast. By the way, if you're listening to this and you're getting sober, I highly recommend doing something creative with your free time. Podcasting is great. It'll soak up hours like like pancakes and syrup. I mean, podcasting will eat up so much of your time, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Adam Carolla has actually created a system in a box for podcasting. I should probably sign up, see what he's offering, steal it, and turn it into a system
make it
for
better.
realtors. And make it better. Yeah, well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a systems guy. Sorry, did I say that out loud and record it? Yeah, it's a program of progress, not perfection. So fucking write about it and tell your sponsor. I currently don't have one of those, but, you know, I have hopes for the listeners. Go to challenge...
Jesus.
Type in Black and White Recovery and follow us on iHeartRadio. I got it up and running so you guys could listen to iHeartRadio. It's officially up and running. You got 3 episodes up there currently. The backlog is there. It says 0 seconds on all of them. Don't worry about that shit. The last live show was Relapse or Suicide, one of our personal favorites.
I liked it.
I included Step 3
Got me off
2
the
weeks ago, which was a good episode, and our Year 1 survival guide. The next one I might repost might be our 4-hour episode about higher power, which is hysterical to hear the two of us prattle about higher powers for almost 2 hours straight and still come to no conclusion about a higher power.
Well,
That was my takeaway from that episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've had a few good ones.
well,
Now, I want to remind everybody, please don't take the any of the sexual or relapse comments or suicide or homicide comments. Please don't be offended by that. The program's a little more than that, but unfortunately, life isn't really more than that. So.
Yeah, and since I'm probably the management, I'll say this. The views reflected on this particular show go to this particular show only.
Correct.
Both I and myself are playing characters. We're actually not sober people at all. We're actors
Don't even
hired by Lee Honish.
No, wait. Well, Perfect Blue Productions.
By Perfect Blue Studio.
Perfect Blue Studio.
Just so you guys go to LasVegasDiscount.net, like lemmings and whores, to click on the link so that he can get a 50% kickback on
I'm
your
going to
next...
rat you out to public broadcasting
Oh.
service.
One day I
PBS,
will share the story of
Perfect
how
Blue
I got through.
Studio. That's brutal.
Right?
Ernie's going to be knocking on your door looking for...
I actually said during a webinar
Uh-huh.
or at a live event, I said, would it blow everybody's mind if I said I don't really have a daughter and it's just part of the script that I use to sell more product? And fortunately, it was a group of my coaching students already, and they all, like, their mouths hit the floor. I said, I'm just posing the question. It's not necessarily true. I have a daughter, and I'm actually not recording that episode, and I don't want her to ever think that yeah.
Used her as a lever.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
I don't know.
You have enough shows out there with enough plays plugging LasVegasDiscount.net where you can save over 50% on your next Vegas trip.
Can they get me a deal at the Bellagio?
They can, actually. They actually get a really killer deal at Caesars and Bellagio.
Okay. Yeah,
I think I got the Venetian for $100 for Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, no, I got to go to a wedding on the April 21st.
Well,
I'm actually officiating it.
Of the real 5-star hotels in Vegas. And I just had this debate for Valentine's Day with Big D in the other room. She's like, why aren't we staying at the Bellagio? I went, because the Delano's rooms are bigger.